All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Adam Schomer, and hey, it's been a couple weeks. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Wednesday night meditations and breathwork. Again, for those that are new, my name is Adam Schomer, producer of Heal. Heal created by the amazing Kelly Gores and supported by this amazing team we have here. And every Wednesday for the last few years, we've been doing a 6 p.m. meditation and breathwork. So we do pranayama at the beginning, about 10 minutes of pranayama. So that would be breath work, but really prana, meaning energy, and yama, alignment. So we're aligning the energy through using the breath. The breath is a nice way to communicate with the body. So you breathe in a certain way, it sends signals to the body. And through these 3 short pranayamas, which makes it really simple to follow, excuse me, we really get ourselves in a nice parasympathetic state after 10 minutes. And then we use some spoken word, English this time, to really dial in or fine tune and speak to the system and really, start to consciously program our own wiring, which we can do, which is amazing. So let us know where you're joining from. Again, my name's Adam Schomer. We'll start in about 2 minutes with some pranayama and breath work and meditation. So always nice to see you. Good to be back. Let us know where you're chiming in from, where you're watching from. Figgy, nice to see you again. Amazing. I'll put my Instagram in here at Eye2Eye Productions if you have any questions that I don't answer at the end. I always stick around and answer questions, be it about the breath work or, let's see if I can get to pin, be it about the breath work or just in general, any, thing that's going on in life or any questions, any wisdom I might have through my life that could be applicable. Happy to share. So, Michigan, nice, Todd. I'm from Michigan as well. Good to see you, man. And I live in Los Angeles, but Santa Monica, but born and raised in Michigan. Vegas, nice. Ontario, good, our neighbors there. New York, nice to see you, Susanna. Norway, wonderful. Veram Sinil, yes. Tennessee, Kimberly. Morocco, amazing. Look at this. We got Norway, Morocco, Michigan, Santa Clarita, the Philippines, also from Michigan, Claire. Really cool. So just know that, you're practicing with people from all around the world, and that's really amazing. Montana, Chris, nice to see you again. Good. Manitoba. I just got a Canadian accent suddenly. So, all right, let's jump in and practice. Today it'll be a mix of balancing and expansion. So we'll use the Amrita breath at the beginning, then we'll do the balancing breath, and then breath of light. So those that have been coming, you'll know this, but I'll explain as we go. And then we'll use mantras, English words to help release and to let go of resentment and to invite in some more light, okay? Always very, very, very powerful, as I did in this recent 3-day workshop leading up to Christmas. The release part is really, really powerful. So we'll work with some of that. All right, good. Let's go ahead and close the eyes. Again, nice to see everyone. Close the eyes, nice and tall spine. You can do this laying down if you need to. Otherwise, sitting on a cushion, tall back, or in a chair with a back is fine as well. Okay? Good. Eyes closed. And we always start by just including is the key, really, including any sensations. So we're not pushing sensations away. We're not trying to make everything totally silent in some vacuum of life. No. Include. So include any sensations in our awareness. So we start to grow the awareness, and also include any sounds in your area. Good. Including also in the awareness any thoughts that might be swirling around from the day, Just recognizing they're there, but we don't have to follow them. Likewise, any feelings, just noticing and becoming aware of, what's with me right now. It's like a check-in, and it's crazy, but we rarely just even check in at this level. Like, what am I feeling and what am I thinking? And then we include the awareness to our greater body. So include the earth in the awareness, in whatever way that means to you. You might feel it, sense it. The air, include the air in your awareness, and likewise include the sun. And then we include the prana. Prana would be this life force, consciousness, and that animates life. And hard to describe, but we know it's there. It is us. So we include prana, earth, air, sun, prana. And with that, the first pranayama that we bring in is amrita breath. So the amrita really connects us to the prana, this subtle prana. So you just sip in through the mouth like sipping through a straw, like sipping this life force through a straw. That's in through the mouth on the inhale. Then we pause the breath, focus at the third eye. So that's at the forehead between the eyes. And then exhale through the nose. Nice and simple like this for 3 minutes. Sipping in through the mouth. Pausing the breath, focus at the third eye. And then exhale through the nose. Keep that going your own pace. But pausing the breath, don't do it too long, because we shouldn't feel like we're holding. This is the amrita breath, breath of nectar. Really connects us to the prana. Good, another minute or so. And if the mind wanders, no problem. As long as whenever you become aware of the mind wandering, that's the good thing. Reinforce the awareness. Once you become aware of the mind, great. The awareness has grown, and then just come back to the breath. No guilt necessary. Just keep strengthening awareness. This is the muscle we're working on. Good. And release that breath. Just breathe normally in and out through the nose. Check in. This is important. Just notice any shift. Yeah, even if it's slight, we practice something, notice a shift that reinforces again. The power we can affect things within 3 minutes. Good. Second pranayama, the balancing breath. Alom vilom. Inhaling through the left nostril. The focus is on the energy on the left side of the body. So it's as if we're bringing energy up the left side. The focus comes up the left side. Inhaling through the left nostril for about 6 seconds. Then pause the breath at the third eye again for 6 seconds. Then exhale down the right side, 6 seconds. Inhale up the right side. Again, that same count. It could be 5 seconds, could be 8 seconds. That's your choice, but keep it equal. So we inhale for an equal part up the right. Pause at the third eye for that same amount of time. And eventually down the left. If you want to use your fingers to help close a nostril, you can. But it's really more about the energy and mostly using each nostril. Yeah, it's okay if a little air comes in the other one. No problem. Okay, 3 minutes like this. Alom vilom, balancing breath. Just know the count can increase, so maybe you end up 10 seconds per, 10 seconds inhaling on the left, 10 pausing, 10 on the right. It can go very long. Just about 30 more seconds. Keep it going. This is the Alom Vilom balancing breath. Good. Release the breath. Just again, notice. Notice any shift, if there's more stability. Yeah, very important to check in. Very important. Good. The third one. Third pranayama, breath of light. So 7 inhales to make 1 inhale. 7 short inhales through the nose. Pause the breath and then exhale. So 7 inhales to make 1 complete inhale. This sends a signal to the body to receive more, to take in more. You can even expand the belly each time that you're exhaling. That you're inhaling rather. Pause the breath and then exhale. Keep this going. 3 minutes of breath of light. Very powerful. You might feel energy start to come in. Just really receive and accept it. Keep it going. Again, if the mind wanders, no problem. Just become aware, bring it back, and practice again. Smile, laugh at, this happens. The mind does its thing. About 1 more minute. One more time. And then release the breath, check in, notice. And then we'll use, in this parasympathetic state, we'll use words to really send signals to the whole system. We're really in a receptive state, so we can call on, we can, in a sense, direct the system much more clearly. So you'll say out loud, I release resentment, I am free. And then breathe into that, just notice it. Notice if there's a certain thing that comes up to release, a certain person you're releasing resentment toward. And embody and see what it feels like to really let go of that resentment. So again, we say it again, the second time, I release resentment, I am free. Good. Again, breathe into it. Allow yourself in every cell to really know that, we can let go of that finally. We don't need to hold that anger or that victimness or whatever it is. I release resentment, I am free. Releasing resentment is taking responsibility for one's own state. It's not saying other people aren't responsible for their actions. No, it's you taking responsibility for your state and not wanting to hold anger. Meaning you don't need to hold the anger part in order to stand up for yourself, do what's right, etc. The resentment part can be gone. Again, I release resentment. I am free. Breathe into it, feel it. And one more time out loud. I release resentment. I am free. Notice the lightness, the space that's created when we don't have to hate anyone or be the victim of anyone. And then in that place, the second mantra is, I can be with this, I am free. Meaning this, the now. The way the circumstances are, that I'm strong and balanced enough. I can be with this, I am free. Usually we're holding on to resentment or something else because we don't want to be with the way and the feelings and the way things are at this moment. So let's remind ourselves of our aptitude, of our resourcefulness, our strength. So we say again, I can be with this, I am free. And just, if the mind fights you at all, you just laugh at it. Just be like, hey man, we're just trying this on. We're trying on what it feels like to really be with things. I can be with this, I am free. Mind might say, no, but don't you have to figure X? No, you don't have to figure anything out. You can just be with things the way they are right now. Again, I can be with this, I am free. We don't wait till everything's perfect to be able to be with things. That gives your power away. We are interested in deeper, unmoving power. One more time. I can be with this, I am free. Receive that. Yes, know it deeply. Allow the energy in that comes with that. Great. And then we keep that going, that energy. So I am light, I am free. That's the third mantra. I am light, I am free. Breathe into that. Allow the energy in. Know that you can receive energy and light. It sends the signal of worthiness, and in many ways it's self-love to allow energy in. So again, I am light, I am free. Very important. Just to allow light and energy in. It's like step one. Again, I am light, I am free. Good. Again, I am light. Allow the energy in. I am free. Yeah. Really embody it. Just really know and allow light, energy. I am light. I am free. Right? If you were to really just say, okay, I receive it all. I am light. I am free. I can be with it all, and I release anything holding me back. I release the resentment. We'll just stay with all three of those embodied for the next minute. Yeah, allow yourself to be, feel and accept and allow all this energy to come in. Another 30 seconds again. For 30 seconds, we're just, yes. Allowing the light, the energy, releasing any resentment, and knowing we can be with this totally, deserving power. Good, good. And then to add on to that, anyone that you know that might need a little help, a little boost, a little healing. In this way of compassion, all you have to do is really invite them into this frequency. And it's really like reminding them of their own deserving power, of their own ability to be with things, of their own nature as light and energy. So you just simply invite them into this frequency. This is more compassion, you know. We're not going down to someone else's level to empathize. No. Remind them of how deserving they are of light and power. Bring them into this frequency. This is compassion. Yeah, you just have to visualize, bring them in, and offer this deserving power. You can even see the whole earth, and just whatever color comes, you can envelop the whole earth in that beautiful color. Good, and then again, let's include in our awareness the earth, the air, the sun. The prana, of course, which we're very connected to at this point, and maintain this expanded awareness as we, I can bring in the sensations and eventually open the eyes, and I can maintain both the eyes open, the physical body, and an expanded awareness of the prana. This is the key. Expanding. Including, expanding. When the pond gets bigger, as my dear friend Mathieu Ricard, a Buddhist monk, as he says, you know, when you put salt into a glass of water, it makes it undrinkable. But if you put salt into a whole pond, you know, you can still drink the water. So our job with the practice, when we use these pranayamas and meditations, is to help grow our sense of self to more of a pond. Expand our awareness, expand our sense of self, our identity, into the pond instead of the small glass, so that when things come in, you know, the mind or suffering or just circumstance, the little bit of salt, it comes into a pond. It's a really beautiful, simple analogy that hopefully inspires you to practice, you know, and keep growing the pond. It doesn't mean there's no salt. And it doesn't mean we won't feel like a small glass at times, of course. But we just practice and increase our ability to come back to the pond nature of ourself, or the ocean nature of ourself, meaning more expansive, you know. So when the salt comes in, it's still drinkable. Life is still drinkable, enjoyable. That's it. So any questions, please just put in the comments. Again, my name is Adam Schomer, producer of Heal. I put in my Instagram there at Eye to Eye Productions. You can see a lot of the other conscious documentaries and docu-series I've created. And in case there's a question that's more personal, you can reach out there. Or if I don't get to your question here, let me know. And yeah, please go ahead and chat. At some point in 2024, I'll do another Kriya Initiation Weekend. It's a special meditation passed down from my master in the Himalayas, Kriya meditation. So, Figgy, nice to see you again. Great to see you. We don't have dates on that yet, but eventually. So just stay in touch. Yoga state of mind. Pleasure doing business with you. Exactly. Someone just asked, am I on YouTube? I am on YouTube, but I don't really put much up there. But adam.yoga, you can find me adam.yoga instead of adam.com, adam.yoga. And I put some things up there and offerings I have here in LA. I do a lot of free offerings like this just because I really feel these teachings have been given so kindly, and I'm thankful for the things I've been taught, and like to share them. So, and then of course I make these doc series and movies that hopefully help inspire people. Rachel, I will carry this blessing, gratitude, good, holding your 4-month-old sweetie. Wonderful. Nice, a little 4-month-old doing the meditation with us. So sweet. They can pick up that energy. Thank you for bringing your 4-month-old sweetie into this meditation. We appreciate that. You know, it's a nice blessing. I remember one of my nieces, we blessed at Yogananda's, one of Yogananda's temples down in Encinitas. My sister had that niece kind of baptized in 3 different traditions, and she's the one niece that has was like vegetarian from a young age. I don't know. Who knows if that's why, but not saying it's better or worse, but she was more inclined to it. They're all the sweetest kids in the world anyway. But how can we practice gratitude? You can practice gratitude doing what we just did, to be honest. Anytime you come into this expanded awareness, anytime you start to grow your sense of self away from just the limited agenda or what I need and don't have, gratitude actually is more of a symptom, It can be more of a result of doing practices, So it's not always like, oh, I want to try and make myself feel thankful or grateful. If you just simply breathe and become more aware and start to expand and do what we just did, gratefulness starts to show itself. Okay. And then on a more practical level, and so that's how I like to practice, but on a more practical level, you can just, remind yourself, like, oh, why don't I just remember, if we need some of these physical reminders, like, oh, remember if you've been injured, how blessed we are to not be injured anymore, so to speak, There's times where, it was hard to walk, and so we're grateful for how easy it is to walk and go back and forth or go outside or play. So that's also another way to be grateful, is to remind yourself of all the things that are working, that are going well. We get taught quite often to look for more in things that aren't going well. And so gratitude could just be like literally like looking at the things that are functioning, It's like if people work for you and you're never thanking them for what they do or recognizing what they do and you're only complaining about what they mess up, it's just, that's not a good coach, right? Kara, this was amazing. Good. So happy to have you here, Kara. Nice to meet you. Verom McNeil, nice to see you. Thank you so much. Welcome. I think you were from, was it Norway or Canada or Morocco? Oh, one of those. Anyway, nice to see you. Good Haiti Spaghetti. Haiti Spaghetti. That's a great name. Wonderful. Todd, would love to be part of the project, speaking about how I've been healing from brain trauma. Amazing, Todd. Just reach out to us on Instagram here and let us know your story. Congrats on that, man. I'm so happy to hear you're healing from brain trauma. So amazing. Really cool. I mean, there's so many good modalities going on with that. It's always good to know more. I know people have been using ibogaine and some of those things, especially people from war and traumatic brain injury have been using modalities like that. How do we become fearless? Wow. Don't seek to become fearless. Just practice how to have faith. Practice faith, practice love. So practice dialing into what drives you and moves you. Practice keying into your faith so that you have a little more faith than the fear. This is the key. A rocket ship has more energy than gravity, right? A rocket ship looks like it's going slow at the beginning, but there's so much practice and force and beauty and science in there to escape the gravity, but it's just a little more than gravity, right? And it's escaping it. It's similar. We practice the faith. We practice, and I say faith, I don't mean belief system. I mean faith meaning showing up amidst the unknown, showing up amidst the lack of control, because life is a little crazy. Going forth without knowing what's going to happen, i.e. fear. Being in faith. Being with things the way they are. Practice faith, practice love, move from love. When you do something from love or for others or for yourself, take care of yourself, you're practicing that, and it's already starting to combat fear. So don't look to be fearless. Just keep practicing strengthening the muscle. You know, I say the muscle of awareness, strengthen the muscle of faith. And it'll be there when fear tries to rear its head. Your muscle will be strong enough to be above it. Okay? So don't expect fearless ever. It doesn't really exist. So good, important. Vermont Neil. Good, good. Tell Jackson hello. You can tell him yourself. He's right behind me. It's my little cat. You can tell him yourself. There he is. Meditating. Whenever I meditate, he just kind of zones in right there. Lately, he's just been zoning out. Thank you. It says SS Nietzsche from Brazil. Wonderful, Natty. Wonderful, Brazil. Thank you, Clarette. Appreciate you. Sorry you missed the meditation. Mimish Hummingbird. Sending love. We'll record this. It'll be up. I think it'll actually be up right on the main page, Instagram page, rather than in the videos. We're going to try and keep it up on the main page for a little while and see if that helps people. The next offering. Luxembourg, Squaw, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So I'll be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. I also now and then do Zooms, free Zoom, similar to this with pranayama on Mondays at 11 a.m. So reach out to me at I Productions. I can tell you how to get on the email list, and you can join that Zoom. Again, it's free. It's similar to this. Those are live, and it's, again, people from all over the country, usually about all over the world, I should say. That's why it's 11 a.m. So Europe can join and everyone can join. So just shoot me a message at I Productions here on Instagram. Practice faith, practice love. Exactly, Susie. Very nice, very nice. Dakota, hey. Hello, cats, squaw. Any questions, though, about the pranayama? Just to review real quick. Meg, nice to see you. Just to review, we did the Amrita breath. Then we did Alom Vilom, balancing breath. Then we did the breath of light. Very simple, right? And then the mantra kind of reflected that, mirrored that in many ways. The first one was to release resentment. The second one was more about being with things, and that being with things mirrors the Alom Vilom, the balance. You know, the breath of light then mirrors the third mantra, which is accepting in the light. You know, so there is a method to the madness. Thank you, Dakota. Good. SWR Duran, thank you so much. You're new to Wednesdays. Wonderful. Welcome. We've been here for a few years, so it's good to see people finding us new. And when I'm not around, we have Mark sometimes lead meditation. Mark runs our social media as well. We have Lexi doing sound bowls. Lexi runs our social media. They, both run the social media basically. And it's an amazing team. We've been together for so long. And I've known Kelly since 2016 when we started making the film. And it's just been Kelly's vision and brainchild. And we're just so happy it keeps going and growing. S. Worden, the mantra mirrored your life today. Amazing. Great to hear that. Good. I'll take one last question. Otherwise, and then I'll bounce. And get back to making conscious movies. Breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, I mean, what's the alternative, Don't breathe and you're in trouble. Good, Sarah. Thank you as well. Namaste. And good. Again, you can find me over there at I Productions. And so happy to see you all again. Any questions beyond now, just shoot me a message over there. All right. Wonderful to be back. Happy New Year. All that great stuff. Let go of resentment. It's just not worth it. All right. Namaste.